Yes. What do you mind?
I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a gold builder that could teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all psychology black on firm, but we ain't all black.
What's up, everybody? It's the Grow Your Money podcast. We talk about how to grow your money and not blow your money, but on Wednesdays, we don't. We talk about a whole bunch of other stuff on Wednesdays.
Actually, you know what? When you stop and think about it, a lot of the stuff we do talk about does have to do with growing money.
In what way, April?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Today, for example, we'll be talking about someone. I know that I'm going to bring up Wendy Williams. I just know it because I love Wendy Williams, right? And if you stop and think about everything that Wendy Williams has been through, she lost her money, right? And so
she lost her mind too, though. Yes, dementia.
No, nay.
Oh, okay. Then we're gonna get into it.
No. I don't want to get into it just yet because I want to know how you've been. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because, you know, when you lose your money, the real big thing is who surrounds you. See, sometimes It's not just about, you know, oh, well, let me teach you how to actually grow your money. Let me teach you how to find different streams of income. No. It's not always that. You get what I'm saying? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I'm saying.
So we're talking about how to lose your money today?
No, we're talking about making sure that you have the right people around you so that money will not be lost.
Oh, okay. So Sophia said, why is our screen so narrow today? So there's this new feature on the platform that we go on. It gives a landscape and a portrait. And so if you're on YouTube, it'll give both. You should see both landscape and portrait. It just depends on how your phone is, I think, orientated. So if you turn it to the side, I think you might be able to see us a long way. Anyway, what's up? What's up, Terry's Notary? What's happening? So today we're gonna get into just some girl talk, and we're gonna talk about just a lot of different hot topics, things that April and I just were discussing before we got on here. But before we do that, y'all, we want to know who's in the building. And if you want to get on here with us live, we want you to. If you go to talkblack2me.com, you could actually come on here with me and April and talk all the things and, you know, give us your opinion on what you think. But if you don't want to get on and put your beautiful face on here, hey, I'll take your voice. I know April said if you get on here, she got to see your face, but I'm okay with just hearing your voice.
No, I want to see you. I want to see you. And listen, let's just be real here. Some of y'all have called me all of the names in the book, right? And so if you're going to call me all the names in the book. Huh?
What names have they called you?
Ooh.
What's your favorite? Let's give me your favorite name that they called you.
Nobody's friend.
You know my favorite name that they called you?
Coontress.
Yes, I love that one. They call April a coontress.
And I received them all.
She loves it. When they said coontress, I was like, got her. That's the one. That is the one.
I love it. But when they said I was nobody's friend, I'm like, you know what? Okay.
Right?
I guess I'm nobody's friend.
But April loves it. April absolutely loves it. So there was a time, you guys, that me, April, and another young lady we were doing this show every week. We were doing it like once a week. And it was just women talking, you know, differently. And so one day we did a controversial topic. I don't know what we were talking about, but everybody was against, it was me against them two. They had one opinion. I had a different opinion. And people were going in on April, and they were going in on this other.
Constance was screenshotting all of them and sending them to me, and I'm like,
it was great. But the third lady, she quit after that. She was like, "This gonna mess up my brand." So she stopped doing it with us, but it was so fun. You actually don't realize. So even when I first got on Fly Nubian Money, people will be on there talking shit. And Gwen, who's one of the producers, she would be back there just banning people. She'd ban them because you could ban people from here. And I'm like, I love it. No, what are you doing? Listen, I'm the one that got the mic. They can talk shit all they want to. I have the mic. And I could talk the most shit. So bring it. I don't care. I love it. I welcome it. And so that's what I love about April is she's always a good sport. When people talk about her, they say she's nobody's friend or they call her a coontress, things like that.
There was another one when
they really like.
That was really bad.
The fact that they like you now bothers you.
I appreciative, right? Because this is a good group. I love this group. But it's always
trust leader
to make. And forgive me, y'all. I'm suffering from something. I don't know what I'm going through, but I'm coughing, so forgive me. It was one, oh my gosh, Constance. And you sent me something like, can you believe they said this? And I'm just like, I can't believe they said it, but I hope they say it again. Oh,
yes. So it makes her really uncomfortable when you like her. So as a result of Deborah Will Win saying that April should be a cult leader, April went and got herself a YouTube channel. And I'm so glad that you asked that, Deborah Will Win. She went and got herself a YouTube channel. Girl, you know what? Send me the link. I want to show a little clip of your YouTube channel, but it's great. So April does a show that she puts out once a week. She's gonna try to do it 5 days a week or 3 days a week. I was like, girl, you're doing too much. 1 day a week is good, because then what happens is, if you overdo it, then you're gonna wear yourself out. Then you're not gonna do it at all. So let's just start slow, and then if you want to pick it up, then you could do it, more. But it is brilliant. It really is. April's done a phenomenal job. So send me the link in the chat. But to your point, April is absolutely wonderful, and I absolutely love coming on here with her, because we always have engaging conversations. But before we get started, before we get it cracking, we want to know where are you watching from? Because we know we have people that watch from all over the world. We know we have our regulars, Deborah Will Win, Naomi, Sophia. I see you, Terry. I see all of our regular folks who be on here every day. But do we have anybody who if this is your first time watching us, we want to shout you out. We want to, we want you to talk back to us and talk black to us. So where you're watching from, and if this is your first time watching, let us know that this is your first time watching us, because we want to welcome you inside the den. And really quick, let me show April's. She has April, tee it up for me. You're not in media, tee it up.
Oh, okay. I don't know which one I've sent you.
Yeah, I'm saying, I'm
trying to figure out. Okay,
I want you to introduce it.
No, I understand that. I was trying to figure out which one I sent you. This one's Give Good a Try.
No, tell them what your podcast is about.
I understand, lady. This particular one that you're about to show is called.
What is Ugly News? I am a queen from beginning. My God, what is Ugly News, please?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Ugly News. Ugly stands for Understand God Loves You. Clearly, Constance won't allow me to say it the way I wanted to say it, but that's all right. It's the drugs. So, Ugly stands for Understand God Loves You. One thing that I'm really tired of is always hearing negativity. Now, don't get it twisted. I love to just kiki and kind of be a little messy, but this is a focus on all things positive, all things love, all things light. Just being able to change your own personal energy, because sometimes watching all that negativity will just jack you all the way up. So this is a way to kind of positive your life up a little bit. That's it.
Thank you.
But this particular one, ma'am,
okay,
was called Give Good a Try. It's really focusing on loving your neighbors, or some positive things that your neighbors have done for you or for someone. Love thy neighbor.
April is so fabulous.
Hey, beautiful people. I hope you all are just as magical as I am. I'm going to welcome you all to Ugly Talk. Listen, one thing that I have to tell you guys is the reason we are having Ugly Talk is because this world has gotten very ugly. And sometimes we need to put a positive spin on the negativity. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Listen, this is not going to be religious talk. I need to make that very clear. But ugly stands for Understand God. So without further ado, can we get started with the videos?
All right, let's go.
Okay, so y'all, I just checked into this room for the next 30 days and I spent everything in my account. And I was telling my son, like, yo, it's going to be a tight freaking week until payday. So just chill. And we get in the room and we're putting all our stuff in here. So Jaden's looking through the drawers because we got to clean up, if you know, you know. And we get in this drawer and show them, son. He sees a Bible. I'm like, okay, good. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to get into it. And look what's in there, y'all. Look what's in there. United Methodist Church, what is the road called? 195 Lakeview Road, Powersville United Methodist Church. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Thank you so much for being people of God.
One thing that I need to point out.
Okay,
I'm sorry. When she said, you know, about cleaning up the.
All right, that's enough. No more.
We don't want to talk about that, clean it up. But so April's podcast is all about positive news. So ugly news is all about positive news because she wants to talk about something positive. And I think that's a great spin, a great concept because April always acts like this is the thing about it. April tells me about people. My bun is uneven. April be telling me about people and she's like, I absolutely love this person. I'm like, April, you love everybody. She's like, I don't love everybody. You know I don't love everybody. And it's like I've never heard her say anything negative about anybody. So
the lie detector, where's the lie-o-meter?
Whatever. So she loves everybody. And so she just emanates positivity, which I just think is
I love everyone. I love
she does.
Everyone. And also
and everybody's her friend. And I'm like,
nobody's friend. Y'all, somebody screenshot it. Did anybody screenshot that? Because that was priceless.
What happened?
You paused, and honey, that was not a good look on you. Amen.
But so April, so you guys, hey, where can they find your podcast? Because you know when I tried to search for your podcast and not use the link, I couldn't find it.
It's under the April Champagne.
Let me see if I can find it on my phone.
I will also say, so I since we're all in the promoting mode, y'all. So I'm on day 5. Okay, I'm on day 5. I'm sorry, lies. I'm on day 6 of my rant journal.
Oh my God.
So
I can't find it by searching for it, dear.
You can't?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I'll figure it out again. And I promoted it somewhere.
Yeah.
The rant journal, y'all. Let me tell you, ladies, you know what, ladies, gentlemen, anybody. This is a book for absolutely anybody. And I will say 100%. Because y'all know y'all allowed to shop at Black-owned businesses, right? So when people aren't allowed to shop, you can still shop at Black-owned businesses. This is a business. This is a business you all want to get into.
Business.
Let me tell you something. This book is life-changing. And I'm going to be honest in that I'm not a journaling person, right? So the questions that they ask, the questions that Constance asks in the beginning of each day makes you really stop and think like, oh, okay. Like she actually gives you affirmations in the beginning. And look, I'm writing in it. You see that? I'm writing. I always keep
day
my
6 as
pencil.
well.
Huh?
I think I might be day 6 as well because I didn't do the whole weekend. So I think I'm on track with you.
I love this. I love it so much. And I didn't think that I was going to love it as much. Now, I'm not saying that like to talk about Constance. I'm saying that because I'm not a journaling person, right? And I'm like, wow, I'm actually thinking about it. It's very thought-provoking. It's very, and then the beginning of it also kind of tells you exactly what rant means. So I'm not going to tell you all what rant means. The reason I'm not going to tell you what it means is because you need to buy the book, okay?
So do me a favor. Okay, so in the beginning of the book, like pull one past.
Pull one.
That's it. Information in chat. So basically,
right in here. What you say? Pull one
passage out and just read it, like just like something that was like maybe an aha for you, maybe in the beginning. But before you do that, so I do this thing called the ramp, which I also teach inside the Net 7 Collective to the ladies that I coach, and it's something that got me through one of the toughest times in my life. It's something that and that has been transformative for me. So I decided to put it inside of a book or a journal. And so it's actually not out yet because I have, what I've done is I've gifted it to like 21 people to do a 21-day challenge. And so we have 21 people inside of a group and we're all just kind of doing it together, all on different days. But it is available on Amazon, but I haven't like promoted it. So only the people who kind of see this are the people who, who know about it. And so it's just really, I just really wanted people to be intentional about their transformation. And it gives you the step-by-step for the next 21 days But did you see something that stuck out?
Well, one thing just in general is affirm. Very simple. Speak life. Declare who you are and what you desire to see in your life. Your words carry energy. Y'all, I mean, something so small, which everybody already knows, right? But sometimes you need to be reminded. That's big, because how we talk to ourselves really does change how your day flows, right? Mm-hmm. And so if you start in the morning saying what you're thankful for, if you start in the morning saying, this is what I affirm over my life, then shit changes.
Speak life. Your words are prophetic.
Oh my God, in real life. So she has a hardcover. She also has a paperback. I understand, just like she said, this is not, I'm going to say, like, get it now. Because the reason I say get it now, this is just April, right? Because she said that there are a few, I know the cover is cute, isn't it? Don't tell her I said that, though, because I don't want her to know. The reason I say that is because she was saying that, you know, she's still working out some kinks, right?
Oh, I fixed them. So what's for sale now is the edited version.
Oh man, well, get it anyway. I was saying,
everybody inside the challenge has the original version, and what happened was I was going through it. So I'm going through the 21 days myself. I'm sorry for interrupting. I was going through the 21 days myself, and as I was going through it, I'm being very intentional. I was like, oh, I gotta, update this, update that. So everybody I gifted it to in the beginning, they're the ones with the original version, but it's been since updated.
Well, I was saying that if you would have gotten the original version with the mistakes, and honestly, there are really not any mistakes. Like it's really not. But you can then go ahead and sell it on eBay.
The original version.
The original version.
When it sells 1 million copies, I got the original unedited version.
I got the original. The original.
But also what I do, what prompted this is because, I went through this divorce and it was really tough. And I had a transition. I moved 3,000 miles away like that overnight. Literally. I woke up one day and I was like, all right, I'm moving. And I did. And it was transformational for me. It wasn't at first, the first couple of months, I was like, what have I done? Of course, I didn't say that to anybody, but I was like, and then I had to, and then everything just worked out.
She calls me every morning. Have you seen the trees?
Or I'll call April. I'll be like, hey, so have I ever told you how much I love living in the DMV?
And every time I say, absolutely not. There's one more thing in here. I'm not going to actually read the whole thing, but I just want to say that she has a prayer of gratitude. She focuses on why you need to pray and just focus on what you're grateful for. We do forget that. And please understand that I am not the only one, right? Because it'll be days where I'm like, Lord, all I need is $2 million. I don't ask for much, Lord. Can I please have $2 million in my bank account? Like, we all do it. And of course, I'm being extreme. But now my focus is just running down all of the things that I'm thankful for in a day. And I stop. It's like before I would run through everything that I was thankful for in the day. And then I would say, okay, now I've done that. Now we're on to what can I have? Oh, sit down.
Dirty talk.
And so and my focus now is really just I'm grateful.
That's what it is.
And I feel a difference.
It's because I have this belief that, and we're gonna get into the gossip in a minute, y'all. But I got this belief that God already knows what you need. He knows, He made you, He knows everything about you. So He already know, you ain't gotta ask Him. I don't believe that you have to just petition God. God, please. He knows that your mama's sick. He knows, right? So I say, just thank God for what you do have. And It changes your heart. So when you pray a prayer of gratitude, it changes your heart. It changes your mindset. It changes everything about your day because you're not just asking for something, begging and pleading. You already know that it's on the way. I have to faith. It's on the way. And so I'm just going to thank God in advance for it. But I'm going to thank Him about for the things that I already have as well. So I believe that is extremely important to just your growth and how you're able to just navigate through life. God, I already know. You know what's going on with me, but God, I know that it's going to be greater later. I know you got something better for me on the other side because you love me.
Right. And because I'm awesome. You created me awesome. Sometimes you got to remind yourself of that too.
Yeah.
But I also add one other thing. there's another journal that's attached to it for after, right?
Yeah. So
I'm
this is
excited about that.
continue your journal. This right here. So I have a journal because what happens is this is for 21 days. And the reason why it's 21 days is because 21 days creates a habit. So 21 days, you do this, and you got a few extra pages in there to go a little bit longer. But here's a journal that you can keep up with the journey with your, because I want it to be a part of your DNA. I want you to journal and give thanks and be grateful and all that stuff. So there's a journal that go along with that, and that's on conversationtees.com. So if you are interested, if you get the book, get the journal so that can go along with the book. And Miss Sophia, let me tell you something about Miss Sophia. Miss Sophia got everything. Miss Sophia got the journal. Miss Sophia's in the gym club. Miss Sophia got the ramp. Miss Sophia is in our private group. Like, she is not playing. She is so intentional. Miss Sophia is part of Net 7 Nation. She is not playing about her growth. She's not playing about her life. Like, she is really intentional and investing in the things that are important for her. And I love that for her. So I think that's so dope. And oh, by the way, with the Grow Your Money Club, hey, did you see my new video for the Grow Your Money Club that I did?
Let me see it.
While everybody else is out here blowing their money, you about to be growing your money. How? Inside the Grow Your Money Club, this is your one-stop wealth building training hub designed to help you build, grow, invest, and diversify your income. You have the credit bundle, which is going to help you to increase your credit IQ with business credit, personal credit, with the credit repair masterclass. And then you have the real estate bundle. This is where we're going to show you how to invest in tax deeds, land banks, how to buy a house separately from your spouse, the Living Trust ebook, and from Campus Cash Flows, showing your children how to become real estate investors. In the investor bundle, you're going to learn how to invest using Robinhood, the investor success formula, and the wealth map 6-phase blueprint that shows you how to build, grow, and invest your money. And finally, the business builder bundle. This is where we show you how to establish your entity and build business credit, how to obtain government contracts, how to create jaw-dropping video content, how to write and publish your best-selling book, and even how to bring your idea to life. You can purchase each training a la carte, get the bundle that fits your goals, or unlock the 12-month roadmap, which is your full access pass to every single training inside the Grow Your Money Club. While they're spending, you stacking. While they're watching, you winning. Join the Grow Your Money Club today.
Girl.
Well, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm just reading up a little bit. I'm trying to focus on growing my money. I want to grow my money and not blow my money, because if I blow my money, ain't a damn thing funny.
So
you have this book?
Yeah, that's my book, the Wealth Accelerator Workbook. That's a workbook. You know, April, and you do the same thing. We just look at problems and just try to find solutions to it. So that's what that is. Grow your money. And also, let me tell you. So I was doing this.
Wait. If you don't have this book, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have this book, you're poor. Okay, please continue, Constance.
So I was doing the ramp journal one morning, and you know what was birthed out of me doing that as I was meditating and praying and everything? Because I'm always thinking about how I can add value to other people. I do this gym masterclass every Tuesday, and it's absolutely free, but it's just another way of me pouring into other people. So that was birthed out of me just sitting there doing that. Just, you know, so I do a training every Tuesday. It's called the Gym Masterclass, where if you register, I have different topics and I have a training. And then if you attend the live training, you get it free. If you don't, and you want to watch the replay, you got to be a member of the Grow Your Money Club to do it. But it's exclusively for people who like to log on here and who want to sign up for the trainings. But those types of things that, you know, those things are dropped in my spirit as I'm being intentional about my growth.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I started meditating more in the sauna. That's my happy place.
I love it.
It helps because I'm like, I'm going to breathe in. I put in eucalyptus oil and I breathe in deep. And it's funny because exactly what you said, whenever you're having those moments of meditation, you get those downloads. And those are like some next level.
Yeah.
Can I talk about like meditation and everything else and be like some next level shit?
You know what? Please do, because last night I was on the Net 7 Nation call for Stockton. I came in there and
wait, you went to the Net 7 Nation one for Stockton, but you didn't come.
I came into yours briefly. I did.
I tell you, she came by. She was like, "Hey, bye, click."
Well, I had a class, so I had to teach a class. So I teach a class called the B1 Real Estate Mastery on Tuesdays. But So we have what's called Net 7 Nation, and that's different chapters of women from all over the world. And April is the virtual leader, virtual chapter leader for the virtual chapter.
So if you
And
want to join.
yes, go to net7nation.com. But April was having a Friendsgiving last night. So she invited all the ladies from Net 7. And I drop in there. I'm like, I see Dr. Shirley in here. I see Dr. Deb. I see Dee Dee. Who else was in there? Was it just them three from Net 7?
No, Brenda came.
What?
Oh yeah, we Victoria was there. Oh, we had a party. we were shaking it fast and watching ourselves.
So they had their little virtual Friendsgiving, and I was like, I wanted to get on there so bad. So as soon as y'all was done, I came back, but y'all was, as soon as I was done, I came back, but y'all was done. So then I went and got on the Stockton, and I just hijacked their meeting, and I felt really, and I actually text Vanessa, because Vanessa, Dana, and Jahari are the chapter leaders. And I had to apologize afterwards. I was like, I'm so sorry for hijacking your meeting. I got up in there and I was teaching them how to meditate and everything else. I was doing a lesson and everything. And but to your point, and this is there was a reason why I went there, because you talk about meditation. And last night, Miss Sophia, who's on here, she was saying it's really hard for me to meditate because my mind goes everywhere. So I was giving her some tools and techniques on what she needs to do. But if you can just share maybe some meditation techniques that you do that helps keep you focused.
The one thing is allow all your thoughts to do what they do. In fact, I actually talked about it on, I don't remember which one. I think the I Choose Me video for Ugly News. Russell Simmons wrote a book called Success and Stillness, right? And one of the things that he says in the book is if you can't sit for 20 minutes to meditate, you need 2 hours. Oof. That is so true.
What do you mean?
So pretty much, if you can't sit with your thoughts, because what happens is your thoughts start coming in. Your thoughts become very intrusive, and because your brain is always being stimulated now, especially in this day and age. There's constant stimulation no matter what. Nothing stays fixed for more than two seconds at a time now. So because of that, you need to be able to teach and train your brain to be able to manage all of that stimulation that's coming to you. So when you're meditating and you have all of those intrusive thoughts, allow those thoughts to come in, let them go away. Because after a while, when you'll start focusing on your breath. And as you start focusing on your breath, you'll notice that those thoughts will start to quiet down. And only the ones that are needed, which is when you say your downloads, that's really what's happening. A lot of your thoughts all day are downloads. You're getting them. You're just not able to receive them because you're allowing all of the other noise to just write. There's the overstimulation is stopping you from your growth.
Yeah.
So when you take that time to just meditate and just allow your thoughts to run their course, and you allow everything to just quiet down, you'll start to receive the actual downloads that are meant for you.
Well, April, some people, especially like Christians, they think, oh, meditation, that's what I talk about in the book too. They think meditation is for those other people. We ain't supposed to be doing that as Christians. And meditation has nothing to do
with my cult.
Meditation has nothing to do with worshiping any false gods. It has everything to do with you listening. Meditation is you listening. It's all you just being quiet. You just sitting there meditating. It's not like you're saying, it's nothing like that.
Well, here's the thing. When you're doing that, because that's another thing he teaches. And I know some people might not like.
Well, he's Buddhist. So he teaches the Buddhist way.
So, right. But sometimes when you're doing like your rums, or there's a rum, or nam yo horenge, like all of those are they're chants, right? Mm-hmm. They're not chants for you to start to believe in something else.
Right, where you worship chants. You're
chants. In fact, if you follow Buddha, if you follow the Buddhist way.
And Buddha is not a god. Buddha is not a god, people.
No.
Buddha
a lot of them are actually, like, there are a lot of people who go to a Buddhist temple who are still Christian. So they go to church and then they go to a Buddhist temple. So it's like, I'm going there to focus on my chants, to focus on
centering myself, my spiritual growth.
Focus on my meditation. And so that is what you're getting. But anyway, as far as those chants, as far as all of those things, what they're doing is they're actually helping you to silence your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So it's giving you something to focus on. So for people who cannot just sit in silence, meditate with a chant. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Rum.
I don't know what yo redhead could. They might be saying "death unto my family," and
And it could be. So then don't say that. So say rum. You know. Okay. So rum.
I don't know what rum means. Rum might mean death to me in.
You say rum anytime you go to a bar and say, "May I have some rum?"
I don't know what rum means.
then fine.
If this is you saying Jesus, say Jesus.
So my brother teaches. My brother is he teaches breath work, right? And one thing that he teaches, he said, "Do you know that you are speaking the name of God as soon as you take your first breath? Because
God is breath, God is life."
So it's like Yahweh is really you saying, when you breathe in, you're saying Yah. When you're breathing out, you're saying Way. Yah. So you're always saying the name of God. So if you are in full meditation and you're breathing, because one thing that a lot of people within breath work will teach is you will pant really, really hard and really, really fast until you almost black out. But what you're doing is you are stimulating your brain. You're getting so much oxygen in your brain that you're in a whole different conscious state. That being said, you're allowing so many downloads to flip and come in. And then you sit in silence and focus on your breath. So if you don't want to say the chants, don't say them. If you don't want to hear the chants, don't hear them. Focus on your breath. Make sure you're breathing loud enough so that can be your focus. After a while,
that distracts your mind from being distracted.
Yeah, and that's the biggest problem. So, and I talk about it also in the video, that there was a study that was done where 80% of people, it was only, I want to say it was only 10 people, 80% of the people in the study, they were saying, would you rather be shocked, have a painful shock, or sit in silence for 10 minutes? And they said, shock me. Chaba, you can't sit in silence you would rather be in pain.
Wow.
Than just sitting with your own thoughts. Then you definitely need to learn how to meditate, because that is unacceptable.
Well, what I told them last night when Sophia was asking how to meditate, I said, listen, this book is also on the foundation of 369, which is Nikola Tesla's, universe for the secrets to the universe, whatever. So now, what I said is Nikola Tesla.
I love the way you say it. Okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So, but what I told her is just to start off with 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And if you start off with 3 minutes, right? If you could quiet your mind for 3 minutes, then you could build up to that 20 minutes. Go 3 minutes, then 6 minutes, and 9 minutes. I do like this. Hey Siri, set my stop for 3 minutes. And then I go into meditation mode in the morning. And then, but please don't do it right now.
Is that what you do though? Like you do your 3-6-9? So before you do your first three, before you write out your first three, you do a 3-minute meditation.
Yeah, so that's part of the new book. That's part of the new book. You don't have that in that book. Yeah, sorry about that. So, but that's what I meant to say in the book.
That's why I'm selling my book on eBay.
Right, which with your journaling in it. So, but it's really more of a build up so that you can get comfortable and you can build that muscle, that meditation muscle, and then you can go to 6 minutes, and then the 9 minutes, and then the 20 minutes, and then maybe even an hour. But really, you are just quieting your mind. Sometimes it's a visualization too. So sometimes in my meditation, I'm visualizing. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm visualizing. And when I'm visualizing, then that means I'm walking myself. I'm embodying whatever my vision is for myself. It's a whole thing. We're going to talk about that later. We got to
get about this all day as far as I'm concerned. I feel that it's something that's very necessary and people sleep on it.
It's what's helped me in my growth, in my personal growth for sure, is doing this routine and being intentional. I think what happens, April, is people just get up and they go through the motions of the day without intention. And so they get up and they say, it's going to be a fucked up day today. And guess what happens? They end up having a fucked up day because they just get up and they're just going through. But if you just take a moment, and I'm saying just a few moments, so your morning to get your day focused, laser focused, it's a 5-minute process, literally. You're doing this.
It should be an hour. I'm just putting it out there. It really should be an hour, if not longer.
But what I'm saying is build up to that.
No, right. No, I'm agreeing with you.
It's how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? Because if I'm telling somebody I want to sit down and do this for an hour, it's impossible for some people, like people who have ADD. But if I could just master the small things and then get to there, then it's great. I typically will meditate for the sake of this exercise. I'm doing 3, 6, and 9, but I typically will meditate no less than 20 minutes. And, that's where I'm getting my shit. And it's a beautiful thing.
I will say for those of you who are struggling with it, definitely get the book. I feel that it will help you more than you probably, more than you can possibly imagine. There's a lot of growth.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah. And look, she don't look like me in the face, but she has the same hair as me. I did that intentionally.
I can't. Go sit down.
You got the same hair? You didn't know it. Yeah, you know. I just finished another book, but I'm not releasing it until
what's it called?
It's about deed theft. I'm not releasing that until February, and it's called Taken Without Notice.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Is it about houses?
It is.
I love a good real estate story, honey.
It's called Taken Without Notice, and it's really around protecting people from deed theft because it's an epidemic inside our community. Many people are getting their wealth stolen. And what I do inside the book is
getting stolen. Look, Constance's likeness on somebody else's videos.
That shit is getting on my nerves.
And the messed up part is we're focused. Look, the book is focused. The book and her ebook and all of these things are focused around somebody trying to steal your title.
Right, your
stuff. And they were just like,
so what April was talking about is I did a video. I was speaking at a workshop and I was talking about living trust. Okay.
I was there.
And she was there. Yes. And April said people only liked it because my booty is big. I thought that I had valuable information. So April, F you.
That's why he took it. He took the video because he was like, oh, ass. Hold on, sex sales. I'm just saying.
No. So it goes viral on a few different platforms. Somebody takes my video. They start promoting their book with my video. But not only that, April,
they promoted their book with your ass. Because they only took a small portion of it.
But not only that, April, it's hella different platforms. So it's hella different. Like I see people DM me or text me all the time. Here go another one. Here go another one. It's different sites that are promoting my talk with their book. So people when I posted about it and I'm like, hey, somebody is out here. So people are like, oh, I thought that was your book. So they buy a book and I have my own book about living trust, but they buy a book because they think I'm promoting it. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Does that frustrate you?
It's called Taken Without Notice, The Rise of Deed Theft and How to Fight Back. And that book is, I'm going to be releasing it in February, but it's already done. It's there's pre-orders that are available right now on Amazon. But I'm really talking about the history. You know, I'm a history buff, y'all. I'm a history buff. So I talk about how this has happened in the Black community. I correlate it with what's going on in the Black community today, because this has been historically happening to us and how they've taken our wealth and the reason why we are in this position that we are in today. I want to be proactive and vigilant about how I help my people, because that's what it's all about, how I help my people get in front of this so that we won't be victims, and what we can do to make sure that people who are doing this fraud is actually being held accountable for it. So that's what that book is about, but that'll be available in February.
Also, I just put in the chat her living trust, creating your living trust using chat. Y'all make sure you get it. It's only $25. My God.
Look at Sophia. I got the living trust. She got everything. She in the master class.
I hope that you've already done the work as it relates to your living trust, because what people will do is they'll create the actual trust, but they won't do the work that's needed after the trust has been completed. So that means that you actually have to put your home in the trust, put your bank accounts in the trust. Put your car in the trust. Put your children in the trust. Put your boogie in the trust. Boogie in the trust. Put your liberty in the trust.
Not the boogie in the trust.
You remember that song, Boogie in Your Butt? Put the book. It was who was it? Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
In your butt. More liberty in your butt. Put everything in the trust. Hey, in the trust. All right now.
So if you guys see that, let me see, make sure if you guys see a commercial, an ad that has
Constance's ass on it.
If you see an ad with me on it and the book doesn't look like this, let me just show you real quick. If it don't look like this, oh shit. Ad. Put the boogie in the trust.
In your butt. Hey. In your butt. Hey. In the trust.
If the book don't look like this,
In the trust.
if it don't look like this, it ain't it. So if you see my commercial, if you see not my commercial, if you see an ad with me on it and this is not the book, it's not mine. Okay.
Okay, that's cute how you did that, Constance. You got, this is this from the update?
What do you mean? This is just the Living Trust book.
No, I'm talking about how you put it on the screen. Is this from the update?
No, I just uploaded over there on the side. But yeah, so that's the Living Trust ebook, and the other one is twice the amount as mine. And it doesn't show you, it just talks about the living trust, I believe, I don't know, but I don't think it shows you how to write your own living trust. Okay, so hopefully you got mine and not the other people's. Never always imitated, never always duplicated, whatever they say. But anyway, Terry said, I think you had the beginning of a song.
Yes, that's all I just put that out there. Put the boogie in your butt. In the trust. Hey, in the trust. What you gonna put in your trust?
Anyway, A-Roll. Okay, let's get to the tea.
Speaking of what should have been in a trust, it's all of Wendy Williams' money in the trust. Should have been in the trust. Hey, in the trust. Everything was
so did you guys hear? Did you guys hear? Did y'all hear that Wendy Williams? Well, April, I'll let you tell it because you the one that told me, girl.
Child. Y'all know I love me some Wendy Williams, honey. As many times as I've gone to the Wendy Williams show, me and Wendy are best friends, honey. It angers me down to my core that my Wendy Williams was held captive, okay, and she shouldn't have been. So she doesn't have dementia, which they said she did, okay? They took her money. They took everything from her, her livelihood.
So it turns out they were drugging her. And
wait. They took her cats, chit-chatting my way. You don't understand how much she loved chit-chatting my way, okay? Yes, I love me some Wendy Williams.
Yeah, so they had her held captive in that luxury apartment. They would not let her out.
There wasn't a luxury apartment. That was a assisted living.
Yeah. Oh, assisted living and a luxury assisted living. She was paying a grip for that. Yes. And it turned out she didn't even have dementia. They were just feeding her drugs. Here, let's see the video.
Wendy Williams, apparently, according to new tests and a neurologist, states that she does not have frontotemporal dementia as previously reported. So it's been a while since we've given you a Wendy Williams update, but there's been some movement when it comes to the legal aspect of her life. The guardianship is still in place. However, the guardian over Wendy Williams has still been moving forward with this lawsuit against A&E Network and their documentary, Where is Wendy Williams? So back in September, a judge did say that Wendy Williams could be deposed in this A&E lawsuit. They wanted to solidify her testimony then so that it could be utilized later just in case, because at the time she had a frontotemporal dementia diagnosis. And they wanted to get that testimony just in case there was any decline. However, according to TMZ and their exclusive, Wendy Williams has undergone new medical evaluations when it comes to her cognitive abilities. And the new neurologist is now saying she does not have frontotemporal dementia, despite a recent report that came out, not sure where that report came from, stating otherwise. So sources told TMZ that the former daytime talk show host completed a series of tests issued by a New York City-based medical doctor. The findings reportedly conflict with an earlier test that determined that she suffers from frontotemporal dementia, which is a group of brain diseases that mainly affect the frontal and temporal lobes that are associated with personality, behavior, and language. So according to these new results from the neurologist were sent to Williams' legal team late last month per TMZ. TMZ reports that Williams' lawyers will file legal docs with the court, and they are hopeful that the new results will influence the judge to terminate the former radio host's guardianship. One of the symptoms of a frontotemporal dementia is steady decline. But as you know, since the Free Wendy movement began, we've seen Wendy Williams with friends, family, talking to paparazzi. We have not seen a decline since then. We're going to continue to follow this story, so be sure to like and comment and follow.
So, what you guys think about that?
You know, it upsets me because from day one, as it relates to her husband. So her husband was taking care. Yes, she did need a trust bill. Her husband was taking care of pretty much everything for her, and I'm wondering if he was giving her some type of drugs, because I don't know if you remember, but she started passing out towards the end.
I thought it was stress. I thought she was having a nervous breakdown because of everything that was going on, because she loved it. She loved it, that man.
Did she really?
He broke her heart to pieces. Like, heartbreak can do something to you.
Well, she knew that man was cheating.
Huh?
She didn't know he was cheating. Like Wendy, that's one thing Wendy is not is stupid. I think that's why this was such a big deal. I know for me, because I'm like, Wendy Williams is not a stupid person. She knows what she's doing as she's doing it. I don't know why I'm even bringing this up, but like Method Man, because y'all know well, y'all don't.
He liked one of my posts, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm in love with METHOD Man.
Oh my God, if I could just get a man like him.
Huh?
If I could just get a man like him, but go ahead.
She told the world that his wife was sick. I don't know if you remember that, but it was when she was on the radio, and he was pissed, absolutely pissed. Like, I don't want to have what? Wait, was it? Yeah, it was Method Man. It was Method Man, right? Not Nas. Yeah, it was Method Man. So anyway, I say all that to say, like,
well, is she sick? Something's wrong with his wife?
She was sick at the time. I think she had cancer or something like that. But when this information came out, he's like, why would you do this? Why would you tell these people? I didn't want anybody to know. Wendy knew what she was doing. Like, Wendy is messy as messy can be. But at the same time, like, so she knows what she's doing. She knows how to get a rise out of people. And I think that's what the problem was. She done got a rise out of so many people. They were like, all right, well, we're going to have to silence her because she's going to end up telling things that we don't want known. She was one of those people who was talking about Diddy before the world was talking about Diddy. She was talking about Diddy and Cassie before the world was talking about Diddy and Cassie. She was talking about R. Kelly before the world was. And so it's like,
everybody did say that was karma.
Well, yes, where it was. I won't take that back. I won't take that away from her. But what I will say that she, even though it is, like, she was still the person who was breaking that information out.
But everybody, that's why people were like, yeah, good for her, because that's her karma. That's what people were saying.
No,
I will say this. Let me tell you this. The only thing I really know about Wendy Williams, because I wasn't a big fan of her show, she has the hugest ankles that I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if you've ever seen her ankles. You know, let's see if we can find a thing of her ankles.
She has what? Oh my gosh, now I don't remember.
Have you guys seen this lady's ankles?
Yeah, she has a problem. It's called something. It's a sickness. That's why.
Okay. Because one of my friends' moms has those kind of ankles too, and I just thought that you had elephant ankles or something.
No, you have to. A lot of times they have to wear a lymphatic. It's a lymphatic issue. Girl, bye! Don't you dare say nothing bad about Wendy.
Her ankles, y'all.
Don't you dare say anything bad about Miss Wendy.
Those.
Oh my God, I forget what it's called. Somebody put it in the chat. Y'all know what it's called.
I don't know. That's the only thing I know about her is her ankles are humongous.
The Tabitha Brown prayer. Hold on.
Yeah.
She went in on Tabitha. Wait, she went in on Tabitha for retiring her husband?
Yeah, retiring her husband. And she's like, bitch, mind your business. I've been with this man for 35 years. Like, but she said it in such a classy way. But Yeah.
If I
Lymphedema.
could, I would retire my husband. Lymphedema. Thank you. She has lymphedema. So
What?
don't say nothing bad about Miss Wendy.
Deborah, what? She does got fat ankles.
You know what? Hold on.
Like
Look,
what?
Deborah, the issue is that she's not a part of the cult. Okay? So that's why. If she was a part of the cult, she would have a little bit more class.
Yeah, I'm so out of the loop with some of this stuff. So, I just noticed that she has really big ankles and I was like, God damn. But one of my girlfriend's moms has those ankles and she's totally fine.
Probably has lymphedema. I'm like, lymphatic drainage. Lymphedema.
I know.
Hold on. You know what? We weren't going to talk about this, but I just want to get your take on it. I want to know if you heard anything about the Tamar of it all.
What about Tamar?
That she used to sleep with Birdman.
Well, I heard they used to date prior to long time ago.
Ma'am, I like how you say it like it's nothing. Could you sleep with your sister's husband or boyfriend, ex-boyfriend?
I don't know if they were boyfriend and girlfriend, but I know that I think they used
Could you sleep with your sister's ex?
With somebody that your sister slept with? Absolutely not.
I'm just asking for a friend.
So are you guys watching the Braxton Family Values?
The Blackstons?
The Braxton what?
Braxton Family.
Very disappointing. So I was at my friend Tasha's house. And so Tasha's good friends with Tawanda. Now I've had the pleasure of coaching Tawanda on some, whatever. But anyway, I think Tawanda's a nice person. Huh?
Yeah, I worked with Tawanda too.
I think she's a nice person. That show was a horrible look for her. And I was telling Tosh, I was like, yo, that is that's not a good look. Like they're sisters. And I typically don't like reality shows because I don't like the negativity, but I've been watching it just to kind of keep up what's going on. And I was just like, that's not good. Y'all are sisters. And I remember my cousins was fighting each other. That's the first thing. Y'all sisters. Y'all like, you don't fight your sister. You don't be like, bitch, like
never, ever.
It breaks my heart. It already breaks my heart to see Black women acting a fool, but sisters.
My sister and I got in an argument once. I will never forget it. I am 46 years old, and I still remember this argument like it was yesterday because it just hurt my spirit. And the issue was, I wanted to go see my grandfather, and she didn't. That was it. I cursed my sister out. Because I'm like, we're going to go see my grandfather. We're in Louisiana, damn it. She's like, we've already seen him. I get it. We're going to see him again.
So that was the big fight?
And I mean, it was a big fight. We argued. And even her, if you ask her, right, that's what I'm saying. It's not even that serious. If you ask her to this day, have we ever argued? And she'll say, yes. That time when you wanted to go see.
Me and my sister have fist fought.
Never.
Teenagers. We got them. We came from. Now, let me tell you, my sister could fight. My mama could fight. I don't fuck with my mama because even though she's 70-ish, my mom's still strong and she could beat my ass because I've seen her fighting like 10 years ago. I'm like, mama, in fact, my mama was trying to fight when she was here a couple months, last month. And I was like,
wait, what? You didn't tell me that.
Oh, girl, I was just like, Mom, you are too old to be fighting. She was trying to fight. She was like, ain't nobody gonna talk about my grandkids. And I was like, Mom, at what point do you stop fighting? At what point? We know that my son didn't do anything. My son didn't do nothing. Why are you trying to fight? Like, stop, right? So anyway, when we were teenagers, my sister, me and my sister got into it, and we was throwing them thing. And my dad tried to come, like, remember when Vanessa and Denise, my dad tried to come break us up. We just pushed him out the way. We kept fighting. Girl, my mama came. She had a hanger and started whooping our bow, bow. Broke that shit up. So we've had a couple of fights. But at the end of the day, my sister is the sweetest person ever. She's very, very quiet. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She always feels guilty if she says something out of pocket.
My sister.
She'll call me back. I'm so sorry, whatever. But she also can flash like that too. So
she's a Taurus. She has these feelings that are just undeniable. That's the problem. And
then she apologizes for him later.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to get in a fight. If I got in a fight, when I was a child, when I was really young, I would apologize for beating somebody. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't apologize. Maybe in my head, I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to say those bad things to you. or in my head about
Start
you.
thinking about it, thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll actually get to me. But my sister, no. My sister's like, I don't care. I said it. What? And I'm like, but I can beat you up. And she'll be like, no, I'm your big sister. You won't. That's the difference. And she's right.
Dog dare ya.
Never. Like
just like I know my kids could whip my ass, but they would never even.
I would not lay if my sister, because I'm like 5 feet taller than my sister and huge.
Wait, but why is but your sister's taller than me is the craziest thing.
Because you're a little person.
Okay, in the chat, do I look like I'm short? I'm not.
You don't look like you're short until you stand up
next to Amazon women. You guys are Amazon women. Like,
listen, I'm 7 feet tall. Okay, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? I'm huge.
I'm 5'4" and a half, and give me my half, please.
I'm 5'10" and some change. Give me my change? Question mark. Has anybody ever seen Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo? It's like when I walk past, they be like, "That's a big bitch," and I'm like, "Hi, I'm the big bitch."
When I first met you in person, we were in Atlanta. And you had, not only were you tall, you were massive because you had these big platforms that were like this. I was like, she's a biggin'.
Yeah, she's a big bitch.
And then she compliments, then she was bald headed, and then she compliments my butt.
Okay, so here's a secret strong enough for a man, the pH balance for a woman. I promise you, I really only like men. You ask my husband.
I was a little taken aback.
I know, I think it's hilarious. But I am an ass connoisseur. I love a good ass. Okay. If it sits right, I will say I'll give it its props. I mean, I feel like that's the right thing to do. If you have a nice ass,
in your butt.
Put the boogie in your butt.
I don't look because I'm not, honestly, I'm not short. I'm 5'4" and a half. That's actually the average height of a woman.
You're fun size. You know how
fun size. My mom and sister are taller than me, but I'm literally regular height.
Right. And that's what a fun size person would say. So anybody ever go Halloween trick-or-treating when they give you those little fun size bags of candy? That's Constance.
That is not true.
I'm the king size.
Oh my!
With me, you get 4 Kit Kats.
I'm a grown ass woman.
You get a itty bitty.
I'm a grown ass woman. Ain't no.
I said Kit Kats. I meant what's the other ones? What's the left and the Twix? With me, you get 4 Twix. With Constance, you get 1 little itty bitty Twix.
Anyway, you get the Halloween candy, the little one, the minis.
You get the 1 itty bitty Twix, and you're like, "Ooh, thank you so much for the Twix." And then you get to me, and you're like, "God damn!"
In fact, when we was in Atlanta, the male that was with us, I think he's 6 foot even, and you were taller than him.
Taller than him, yeah.
You were taller than him. You were just over everybody.
I'm like, listen, I don't mind being a big bitch. I welcome it.
Thought you were taller, Constance, but 5'4" is cool.
Yeah, she's an itty bitty person.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so the next thing, you guys, have y'all saw?
Oh,
wait. Stockton.
Okay.
So you appreciate this, so Miss Sophia. City of Stockton. I don't know if you guys know, but Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, Neighborhood Talk, he is now the vice mayor of Stockton. Yay! Now, I lived in Stockton for 23 years before I moved to the DMV. I'm from San Jose, lived in Stockton. And I was trying to put Stockton on my back and make it the new Black Wall Street. They had a young brother named Michael Tubbs that was the mayor. He worked at the White House. He worked at Google. He was endorsed by the president. He was endorsed by Oprah. He's from Stockton, born and raised, went to Stanford. His wife went to Stanford. They were like the little Michelle and Barack, right?
I like that.
Yeah, just a brilliant young man. The youngest mayor, he was 26, became the mayor of Stockton. So as he's in Stockton, he's trying to do all these things to bring money. I remember talking to him and telling him about a couple of organizations that he ended up working with to bring, opportunity to Stockton. Stockton was labeled by Forbes the most miserable city in America back about 2008.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Epicenter of the country. And I was one of the biggest REO brokers out there. I used to do a lot of foreclosures. So it's just been horrific, right? So I was like, telling me and my friends was leaving. I was like, no, we about to make this the Black Wall Street. It's going to be great. You know, I built this great business. It was the largest Black-owned real estate firm in California, right there in Stockton, California. Okay.
I worked there, you guys. It was great.
I was like, we got this young brother here. We about to make some changes. But soon as you get a Black person in office, just like with Barack Obama, it birthed how Barack Obama birthed Fox News and Donald Trump. Mike Tubbs being in office birthed a thing called 209 Times, which is equivalent to Fox News. And they did every single day, they did an article to tear that man down, and it worked. And so they ended up trying to get him impeached or whatever, and they didn't. But he did so much great. And they were like, he's never here. He's always traveling. Like, you have to be at the city. These people are so just slow as shit. He's out there making business deals, trying to bring business to Stockton. So he's not sitting at the desk. So anyway, he ran for mayor again for a second term. We just knew he had it in the bag. Some other stupid motherfucker got elected as mayor. And this dude, his name, and he actually was half Black, but he was raised white. So his mama white or something, but he's not Black. I remember when we
That doesn't have anything to do with it, ma'am.
No, let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you. I went to an event with him. He was there, like a little town hall. They played Frankie Beverly Before I Let Go, and this motherfucker didn't know the words. That's how un-Black this dude is. He wears cowboy hats, cowboy boots, but he did absolutely nothing. They said, hey, if it was a ribbon opening, oh, he was there. That's the only thing this dude did. Oh, he was at a ribbon cutting. That's it. So
someone punishment conference.
No, really. So what they were saying was, oh, we're not racist. We elected this guy, but this guy did absolutely nothing, and he didn't get the visceral that Michael Tubbs got. Okay. So now enter the new election cycle, and Jason Lee is now elected because he's from Stockton. He's like, I want to come back. I want to give back. I want to help the community. And it has been just a mess. So let me see if I have the council meeting, because it was just, I was like, what the hell is this foolery? So let's see if we can play it. Come on, don't fail me now. Please don't fail me now.
I gotta turn the video out.
Okay, let's see, y'all.
Well, while that's going on, Deborah said something that's actually, I don't know how I feel about it. Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine is running for.
Oh yeah, and she said she doesn't want to talk about poverty because that's not a senator thing.
Oh, Congress. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, skip ad. Okay, cool. Let's see. It's a total shit show. Let's see.
That turned into a night of tension and tough questions.
From allegations of misused funds by the former interim city manager to calls for an investigation into the vice mayor. ABC 10's Garshpal Sangha has a closer look at how it all unfolded and what happens next.
It started as a meeting about money and accountability, but it quickly became personal.
Finish the point of order. See, the problem is my point of order.
The Stockton City Council met in a special meeting to address allegations that former interim city manager Steve Colangelo signed off on a letter of commitment of nearly $850,000 to a nonprofit without council approval for a state grant.
It is about process, and Charter Section 2002, City Manager Expenditure Authority, does not give him the authority to even write the letter.
Vice Mayor Jason Lee has led this charge, saying this wasn't about the project or the nonprofit itself, but about following city law. Residents Wednesday night voiced frustrations, demanding transparency and civility.
Transparency is not optional. Accountability is not optional. You don't need investigations. You need intervention.
As tensions flared between Lee and Councilmember Brando Villapadua, the meeting paused after a heated exchange turned personal. Despite the back and forth, the council unanimously voted to refer the matter about the former interim city manager to outside investigators, including the county grand jury, district attorney's office, and the state attorney general. In the second half of the meeting, Mayor Christina Fugazi called for an ad hoc committee to look into the allegation against Vice Mayor Lee. Fugazi says some city staff reported feeling harassed and threatened.
A staff member came to me and said, can't you make this stop?
It makes us scared for our jobs. It adds a level of stress.
She also shared a video of the vice mayor calling her out on social media. Lee says the relationship between the mayor has gotten a little better since the remarks he made in this video, but he doesn't regret most of what he said.
I don't apologize for using my free speech. We as a group need to figure out how to get back to working. And I think an open forum where we put it all out there, and I say all of the concerns that the mayor's raised, I think is a fair start to that process.
After another round of debate, the council narrowly voted 4-3 to create the committee that only Mayor Fugazi and Councilmember Michelle Padilla will be on.
If that's what it takes to put us in the right.
Well, this is not what I wanted to share, but so basically the thing that I saw last week was that Villa Padua, his family has been in politics and they're business people out there, and he was reading a speech and he was shaking and stuff. He don't even know how to write, but it was stupid. So he's reading this speech about Jason and it's supposed to be about the issue, but he's trying to do little personal attacks in there. And so Jason was, coming back, was like, yeah, so what about the girl that accused, the 11-year-old girl that accused you of molesting her? They were like, order, that's not. All right, let's talk about it. You want to talk about me? Let's
go personal.
Yeah, you want to go personal? Let's go personal. But it's a mess. And I was like, you know what, Jason? Pack up your shit and go. Stockton is a lost cause. And I hate to be the one. And Ari gets mad at me all the time. She does, because I was really riding for Stockton. I really was. I thought we were in transition. What happens when I moved to Stockton from Silicon Valley? Now I come from San Jose, which is even less diverse than it was when I was growing up. But they celebrated diversity. It was all about inclusion. And when I moved to Stockton, it was like I went back in time about 50 years. Now, Stockton is only an hour away from San Jose. But I remember working at this large local family real estate company. They had about 300 agents, right? So I'm one of the top agents out the whole company. So they asked me to be a part of the management team. They would forget that I was there, because the management team was a makeup of 10 white men and me. So they would say shit like, oh, I'm a cowboy from Turlock. I can't have no Chinese clients. Or one time when they were saying, oh, the city of Oakland, they're now doing something different, whatever. And somebody said they don't pass tests in Oakland. And so the broker looks at me, he gets all red, beat in the face. He's like, oh, I was just in Oakland, and boy, their architecture is just sure is fine over there. Like they're trying to play. But what's happened is they were used to having this good old boys meetings and clubs that they forgot that this little black girl was up in there. And so they're so used to being so racist, because that's what they would do every meeting. And there was one guy who got hired along with me. He was from San Francisco. Again, very liberal, very, inclusive. He would call him out. He'd be like, whoa. What do you mean you can't? What is that supposed to mean? I don't understand. So I was appreciative of him, but it was just like that. And so I was like, shit, I feel like I'm in Missouri somewhere. I feel like I'm somewhere in the Midwest, like with all these backwards ass people that have gone back in time 50 years. So when Michael Tubbs became the mayor, I was like, okay, a change gonna come. All right, we can get some opportunity up in here. And they shifted, they switched it. It went from the most miserable city to a destination location, according to Forbes. And then it's just like they could not stand change.
And they were like, we just playing.
Huh?
And then they went back to saying, we just playing.
Yeah, it was bad.
We was joking.
It was bad. So that's what's happening over there now. But God bless him. I think he should just pack up his shit and just.
I don't think so. I mean, if he just packs up, then how is it going to get any better?
Yeah, who cares?
That's what the biggest problem is. It's like when it gets a little hard, we say, all right, well, I'm done. I don't want to do anymore. Sit down.
Well, this is an indicator. Stockton has the lowest literacy rate in the state of California.
So
that's
change
people that are there. They're uneducated. They're totally a red city, but they represent an average Trump supporter. The lowest literacy rate, which we know the average comprehension level of a Trump supporter is about third grade. And that's a known fact.
Is that a fact, or is that?
That's a fact.
Where did that come from?
Google it. The average.
I'm sorry, I don't trust anything from Google. Okay, and we're done. And my whole thing.
Are you a Trump supporter?
100%. Every day of my life.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever gotten accused for being a Trump supporter?
No.
No, I thought somebody said that they didn't, because you said something. You spoke out
here
against the Democrats. No, I thought you said somebody, because you spoke out against the Democrats or something. Somebody said you were automatically a Trump supporter.
I mean, I'm sure. Then yes. Sorry, I don't remember. but I will say probably, maybe, I don't know. One thing is, for those of you who don't know me, which again, join my cult. I am neither for. I'm neither for either.
She's a flat earther.
I'm sorry. I'm 100% a strong believer in the Matrix. I really do believe 100%. Where does this come from? Where did the flat Earth model come from?
Just because she's a because she has the most outlandish ideas about life that we argue about all the time,
and I love it. That's
they are basically
the reason Constance and I are friends. The reason we're friends, in all seriousness, is because 100% we argue about every single thing, and I love it. When I was a kid, and I say when I was a kid, from the age of probably 30 and younger, we used to sit on my friend's porch and we would argue about everything. And it always made me feel like I was home. Like we would just debate about what everybody had their own opinion. One thing that I've noticed about the world today is no one has a differing opinion. Everyone believes in the exact same thing, and it makes my ass itch. So when I tell people, I'm sorry, like I 100% believe that we live in a matrix and people are feeding information to us and telling us how we're supposed to think. And because I know that when I was a kid, my mother, this is a true story, my mother and father, both of them always told me, if you meet someone who doesn't have the same opinion as you, listen to them. Maybe you can learn something different. And I said,
well, you ain't gonna listen to nobody. You'll allow them to talk, but they're not gonna change your opinion on anything. This is what I know.
What do you mean, me? That's not, well, that's also not true, and you know that. But
never stands corrected.
Well, when it comes to you, because you know nothing. Sorry, true story.
I know a whole lot.
Join my cult.
Yes, it's Sage, and she is in a cult. She's saging right now because
I'm saging because I one thing I don't like, negativity makes my ass itch, and I do not like walking around with itchy ass syndrome. But no, so my parents taught me that. Now, when I talk to my parents now, they're like, this is the way you're supposed to think. Why? Because the news told me so. Oh, okay. So
but your dad was a newscaster. He believes everything the news says?
My father worked for television news, and my mother was a teacher. And as far as I'm concerned,
so you guys see, y'all see.
No, so I'm the complete opposite.
This is the makeup of what we're dealing with here.
I'm the complete opposite. Yes, 100%. The game is glitching. Every time I turn around, there's a woman walking around in a red dress. Damn it, man. If you know, you know. Okay? That's my biggest thing. I just hate it with my core when everybody's like, we have to think along these same lines. If we think about something different, then you can't be Black anymore because you're not thinking the way that everybody thinks. I don't even
want to talk about Black shit with you because that's a whole other, that's the reason why. So now when we get on the subject of Black shit, that's the reason why her ass got called a coontress.
I got called a coontress because one thing that I will not do is turn the tables. I will not treat white people.
I'm a racist. She swears I'm a racist. First of all, I can't be
a racist. I am not.
Because I have white friends. I got white friends too.
Name one.
Don't effing worry about my white friends.
Because there are none. Okay? And my whole thing is, what I will
white people that work for me.
Huh?
I have white people that work for me.
I had white people that work for me. What is that?
And so I'm not saying it. So I'm just saying.
We're not talking about white people that work for you. We're talking about, and that just sounds very, very massa-ish of you. You're trying to be massa. I, on the other hand, am not. The one person I don't want to be is massa.
The word of the day is coontress.
No, the word of the day is join my damn cult.
The word of the day is
okay. My cult believes that my cult believes that 100% we should all be able to work together, live together. My color, the color that everybody that I'm going to focus on, y'all. And if
wait. Let's go back. Wait.
It's green.
So this
Green.
irritates me, and I think you're trying to compliment me, but this is not a compliment, brother.
Me?
This is not. No, this right here is not a compliment. That's not a compliment. Nah.
She's because she's educated. She definitely has white friends. Sit down. And that's where my anger comes from, because one thing that I also hate
inferiority complex.
The only way that you can be educated is if you talk white. No. I know how to speak proper English. I am educated, and let's also be real. When it comes to if we talk about black and white, right? If we talk about black women versus white women, black women or black women versus everyone else. Black women are more educated in this country than anyone else. Black women are more educated than anyone else. But as I was stating before, the one thing that I won't do is make it a black and white issue. That's an Aprillism. If you want to join my cult.
I'll tell you, I think both me and April have the same thing. We both have the same degrees, PhD.
Yes, public high school diploma. And mine is better than Constance's because I went to school in Prince George's County. And Constance went to school
district in San Jose, the Silicon Valley.
Right. Where they don't know shit.
Piedmont Hills High School. Yeah, my school was majority white. My school was definitely not black at all.
Well, does that mean you're better than everyone else?
I don't know. This is what he said.
I bet that in your head, Constance? Is that
no? He said that. He said, "I bet it was majority white."
I'm being an ass, I swear.
No, but, I'm saying so I don't know what that means, but yeah, I was schooling white motherfuckers. But
did I just tell you I'm part of the? I believe that this is the Matrix. You think I'm gonna tell you what school I went to, sir?
I went to Piedmont Hills High School.
I went to school. That's it. That's all. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I had white friends. Thank you. I did have white friends in high school, but that doesn't mean they don't have anything to do with my education. And I'm friends with some of those people. Danielle Torno. Boom.
Right. It took that for you to actually be able to name one. Go sit down. I feel like you're standing because you're so short.
No. So shut up. Let's look at this other video, but I'm gonna walk away because I don't want to see it. Okay.
That's the reason I started burning the sage.
Okay, we're gonna show this other video. I'm gonna walk away because I saw it and I wish I didn't see it, but I want you to see it. And I want to have a discussion around it. Okay.
Shamar looking at Shamar. Come here. What you want, Shamar? Foot. Shamar, foot. What you want, Shamar? Shamar looking at. Come on. Look at them ankles, boy. Shamar looking at. Junior. Hey, foot, don't touch my brother, foot. Oh, hell no, those ankles ashy. Look at them bitches, bad crackhead. Other bitches, Lauren. Both of them. Oh my God, the little kids in them, not the big kids. The big kids not touching them. I'm saying the little kids. I should smash that bitch on my brother. Damn! Crack! Damn! Hey, fool, let my homie go. Let my motherfucking homie go. Beat his ass, Joe! Damn! They working it! Damn! Oh my God!
Like, did y'all see that bullshit? Like, I'm really like, I'm so confused because it's like, who the fuck raised y'all? Like,
so did you see the end where they slammed her?
On so many levels. My level of anger. This is why I created Ugly News. This is why I created Ugly News. On so many levels, that angers me. Because just as the guy at the end says, who raised you? Parents are in this day and age are welcoming that. I'm like, you're gonna fight a woman who's pregnant and her 2 children. Back in the day, if a parent can, I'm gonna tell y'all, this just happened literally outside my house, like 2 days ago. There were 2 kids, one on one side of the street, one on the other, yelling at each other. I went outside in my robe, child, like, go home. Go home. Like, I dare y'all to say something. And they went home. Like, you think it's gonna be like
those kids? I'm looking for one of the kids' moms, because she said it was apology. She said, my baby, that was peer pressure, and F y'all, I don't need no apology, because she apologized to who she needed to apologize to, because well, we know exactly where she got it from. But those kids were no more than 5th grade. Elementary,
that is good.
Between like 3rd grade. You see the girl with the little backpack stomping the woman, like, what?
But and just as she said, actually, I agree with her. That is peer pressure. You know what I mean?
That's
One
not
of the kids.
excuse.
No, it's not an excuse. No.
No, I know.
Definitely not an excuse. But 100% peer pressure.
Yeah.
And I will then add, clearly, if that's how your mama is talking, then 9 times out of 10, they done seen that.
Mm-hmm.
They saw it. They saw it growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So their mother was probably outside fighting. I remember, y'all, there's a woman who had this co-op spot. I'm not naming names, but she had a family member that worked there. And the family member that worked there, she almost got in a fight with someone who was like kind of trying to steal from the co-op spot. Anyway, I digress. I tried to stop it from happening. This woman was I'm talking to her. I'm telling her, don't go in there to fight this man. Don't start anything. You don't know if this man has a gun. You don't know what the situation is. She had her, 8-year-old child?
Mm-hmm.
She had her 8-year-old child with her. And the 8-year-old child is in the back talking about, oh, I see what those people do. I'm like, oh, so the child has seen this happen before. The baby has seen this happen.
Yeah. The good news is people came through for, I seen something today, said they transferred the kids. They got the lady a new house. They got a GoFundMe for her.
Oh, so she lived in that neighborhood? Is that what it is?
Yeah. And so I guess what she said is they had been bullying her child for 2 years. This one boy had been bullying her child for 2 years, and he was and did you see the babies crying? And the little boy was trying to protect his mom's stomach.
His mom, yes. That's the part that saddened me. That right there
on his head.
Yeah, that's the part.
I wish I wouldn't have watched it, but so these are kids in Chicago. These are barely elementary school children. And
everybody. Sorry, this right here. Absolutely.
Yeah. You got a mom of 25 kids following this pregnant woman, and she ain't barely taller than them. She tiny, and her 2 little kids, and they beaten. It just saddens me. But I would say arrest all them kids.
Well, and I would be the auntie that would be like, all right, show me where all of those kids live.
Well, we know, and arrest their parents, because if their parents are anything like the one parent that said, I don't give a y'all, then the parents need to be arrested too. That is completely ridiculous. And I just,
ungoodly bad.
What is going on? And that's the reason why, the first thing that Trump supporter says is Chicago. That's the first thing that they want to point out when we talk about, racism. Well, look at Chicago. And
when they talk about racism.
Yeah, when we talk about racism or police brutality, or the first thing they say is, look at Chicago, look at black on black crime in Chicago. They're killing each other. They're animals. Those are things that are said about us. And then, it's like what Heavy D said on the song Self-Destruction. They call us animals. I don't agree with them. I'll prove them wrong. But right is what you're proving them. So it's like, we're not animals, but instances like that, it begs me to just question a lot. But these are these young people having these kids that are ghetto, raising ghetto ass kids in the ghetto ass cycle. I do believe it goes back to, a lot of racism and crack babies, and just the epidemic that was caused by racism, and the CIA putting crack in the communities, and just all those things. That is the that's not the symptom. That's the problem of what happened. And then this is what's been birthed. Black people, we are an experiment. We've been experimented on for maybe the last 100 years in different ways, and this is the result of that experiment, unfortunately.
What's the solution?
Education, exposure, access, proximity, jobs. Like, they need to be able to be introduced to more, a better life. Trump says that these people are destined to be criminals. They're animals. They were born, and like, nobody is destined to be a criminal. Nobody is born an animal. There's redemption for everybody. They just have to have opportunities. And so I believe that if they're given opportunities, then there could be a change. But it's very, very, very disheartening.
Well, you look at places like Chicago. One thing that they have done, and we're talking about total inner city Chicago, because there's certain parts of Chicago that are so unbelievably magical, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we look at, the quote unquote bad parts of Chicago, and we say, okay, well, what's been taken away? Programs have been taken away. And I'm talking about parks have been taken away. Places where kids can come together, recreation centers have been taken away. All of anything that births creativity has been taken away. And I don't know if people even pay attention to the fact that what has changed is the fact that so many things that allow children to have creativity has been taken away and been replaced by this wonderful device right here. This device is going to be the end of us. I always said, and thank God y'all know I don't have any children. But if I had a child, I would not introduce them to the screen until they get to be an age where they have to. There's no other option.
It's really no option, though. It's really, you really have no option as a parent when you have 99.9% of the other kids with.
But that's what I'm saying. I would be.
So you would have to basically homeschool your kid because there's no way.
That's what I would have done.
Have to.
There's no other option. I have a friend who has homeschooled her kids. Now one of her children, her oldest child, who's since graduated from high school, is now, I don't know if he's in college, but I know he's doing some program away in like, oh my gosh, where did Malcolm pass away?
In Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. So her son is doing a program in Costa Rica and learning more about land and earth and how and what he can do to help like farms in the US. And I'm sitting here like, this is because he was able to focus on creativity. I'm just saying that creativity is something that has been taken away. You talk about, so let's bring it all the way back. In the beginning, you guys, we were talking about meditation and visualization, right? When you visualize what's going on with your life, you are creating the life that you want for yourself. When you were a child, you were visualizing things all day and all night. You were creating things with your mind all day and all night. That is something that has been taken away from us as adults, but that now has been taken away from children. Because when you were a child, you had that. It was this for us is a mouse. This for a child could be so many, it could be 100 different things, right? They can create 100 different things and 100 different uses for this one thing that we're just looking at. Oh, this is only used for one thing and one thing only. Taking that away from a child means what happens when you become an adult. You're so overstimulated. You have to result in the life. It has to result in a life of crime or a life of, because you need something else to take your mind off of all of the crap that you've seen since childhood. You've not had a chance to live. Y'all, give your children the opportunity to be children.
Well, that's the thing, is just it's scary. So I have children. I have 4 of those little bastards. And
don't talk about my niece and nephews. Don't do that.
I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
But it's really hard trying to, especially when they're in school with people who have devices, and you kind of have to. What I say though is that Dang, Bitcoin is down to 89,000. Shit. Time to buy more Bitcoin, y'all. Bye. But what I had to do is just constantly pour positive reinforcement into my kids. So you're not going to be able to prevent what's happened, what they're exposed to, as long as they're out in the public, but you have to reinforce. Yo, my son is a whole motivational damn speaker. I ain't even know it. Like, he is secret motivational speaker. Like, he out there doing
motivational speaker.
I mean, he's like, it's crazy, but and I didn't know it. I didn't know he had it in him because he's still an asshole. He's such an ass. Even this morning, I had to, go off on him. I
know a lot of motivational speakers who are assholes.
Every morning he's just not a morning person. He's just an ass. But he be dropping them gems on his TikTok page. But you just have to really just reinforce positivity in their lives, show them the other side, because no matter what, they're going to be exposed. One thing I did with my daughter, I sheltered Kyle. I still don't regret it, but she thinks that it was not good because I didn't allow her to watch anything R-rated, listen to anything with curse words until she was in the 8th grade. Right. Then I allowed her to start whatever. I monitored her very closely. She's my princess. She's everything. When she got into college, she was very green. And she said, I didn't know a lot of the things that they were talking about. And I would act like I knew. And she said, then I'll go home and I'll Google it. What are they talking about? So for me, I'm like, I don't care because I wanted you to be a child as long as you're going to be an adult for the rest of your life, sweetheart.
Yes.
You're going to figure it out. But on the same token, she might have gotten taken advantage of. She probably did get taken advantage of just because of her greenness. So there has to be a balance of, getting them hip to the game, which I tried to do. And also making sure that a child stays a child, because today children just ain't children. It's just not.
They're not. No. But you said that you sheltered her until about 8th grade. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good time. Excuse me, that's a good timeline, like 8th grade. But then you can still start having those conversations like, listen, all right, this is what happens. And being able to introduce them, because the problem is with these kids, they don't want to tell. Now, for some reason, Constance's kids will tell her everything. But a lot of times your children don't want to tell you everything that they're going through, all the things that are going on. You know what I mean? So make sure.
What the problem was? You know what the problem? I'm sorry for interrupting you. The problem was their mom wasn't very experienced either, right? I had one.
When I tell you that's so true, and it is so entertaining for me. Okay.
I had one person. I had one boyfriend my whole life who I ended up marrying, who I stayed with him for 30 years until I was 45 years old. So how am I going to hip her to the game when I'm really not? So I'm teaching my sons to be gentlemen. These girls, they're kind. They're, whatever. Be gentlemen. And so they're like my oldest son. My son's a lover boy. He want a wife. I knew he was going to be. I thought he was going to be the type of kid wearing a fanny pack and Officer Warren. But he's totally not that. However, he did tell me, Mom, I'm trying to be a gentleman, but I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of. And I don't know. He didn't know boundaries. So my girlfriend told me to walk to the store to go get her something, even though she walked to Wendy's to go get her something. But her dorm is here. My dorm is way over there. But if she says, I don't do it, I don't love her. Like, just taking advantage of, right? So I remember one day he's holding the girl's purse and I had to pull him to the side. I said, peep game, son, this is what you won't do. Not in front of me. You don't ever hold no girl's purse unless she's pregnant. The little girl, you holding her purse. I seen the way she was talking to you. I don't really like it. I did have to have that conversation with him. And I said, so have a conversation with her, but don't tell her that I said anything. You know what he did? He went and said, my mama said, he went right to her and told her, my mama said this and that. I knew your mom didn't like me. But, but they didn't. So me teaching them. And so he says, Mom, everybody's not like you. These girls in college, they not like you. You telling me to be a gentleman to all these women, but I said, but you don't have to change who you are.
Social media nowadays has taught us that that people, history is repeating itself. These girls are now trying to live the soft life. Okay.
Going back.
So BS, I call bullshit. Even though he just picked the wrong ones. It's just that simple. There's this one cute little girl. She's a model. She's married to this guy. She sits on social media and she's making everything from scratch. I pour the milk in and I create my own butter. Like I love her. I freaking love her. I sit here and watch her, and she has like 4 kids. She's drop dead flipping gorgeous. Her husband's of the Caucasian persuasion, but they're both models. They're both just absolutely stunning. And he loves her dirty draws and she loves his. In this day and age now, these little girls are like, no, I want the soft life. I want the soft life.
My daughter says working is ghetto. I don't want to do that.
And fine. So then you're going to find that man that's going to treat her the way that your son is trying to treat someone. So he just has to find the right one.
I'm like, girls are nice. Look at your sister. He's like, but they're not like you and my sister. They're really not.
But they are. It's just he has to find the right one, and that's
her thing.
No, but that's true. I have a niece. Well, she's really my cousin, and I just call her my niece. And she just had a beautiful baby. When I tell you, she is nothing soft life. She's like, I want to live the soft life. I want to
do that ghetto ass working.
But it's not even about working, because we look at it from a working standpoint. They want to actually take care of the men that they're with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so my whole thing is, it's okay.
Yeah.
Ladies, it's okay to actually take care of your man. Men, it's actually okay to take care of your ladies.
Yeah.
Again, we go back to social media. Social media also has taught us that social media and 90% of hip hop music out there has taught us that women are whores and treat them as such.
You're right.
So
right.
now
I'm right there. I'm right there with you, because I was the
everybody needs to be treated like a whore.
No, I was the man for so long. I had to go out there and bring home the bacon and all that stuff. And so, but I always had a desire to take care of my man. And that's what I plan on doing. Like this next chapter in my life, I plan on like being more, I don't want to do that. I do. I had a friend that came, spent the night at my house one time, he was recovering from surgery or whatever. And I said, hey, you don't got to recover in a hotel. Come over here, you can spend the night, whatever. It was funny because he slept on the couch, right? And my son, I know at about 2:00 in the morning, I saw my son's flashlight in my room. Talking about, I was just looking for something. I was like, you were downstairs. Like, he thought at 2:00 in the morning, homeboy had made his creeps up. Boy, he was downstairs. Anyway, but it was he came up in there with a flashlight at 2 in the morning. All I see is pitch black. All I see is a flashlight. Like, what the hell?
Hold on, real quick, y'all. It's a rack of y'all on here. Can y'all please just like this? Can y'all like this? Share it. Comment on it. I mean, just something, because as far as I'm concerned, it's too many of y'all that are watching us, but y'all aren't showing us the love that we would really like to have.
Show us some
love. I'm just asking for a friend.
But yeah, no, I have, I don't bring men to my house. I typically don't bring men to my house. I have not brought any men to my house. Oh, but so this is a friend. Anyway, he spends the night. But the entire time he was I think he spent 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it was days.
Yeah. That Negro stayed on the couch the entire time. And
it is a soft couch.
It is, man. That's why I can't be outside. But I fed him. I did all the things, and I enjoyed it. He's not my man, but I actually enjoy, bringing him a plate. Hey, do you want me?
But if he was somebody you were dating, this is where the problem lies. If he was somebody you were dating, I also believe in the mindset of why buy the cow when you can? Why buy the milk when you can get the cow for free? And so, like, don't get it twisted. Do the things that you want to do for that particular person. But it's like, I'm not going to give you the wife life if that's not how it's going to be.
Right.
You are not my husband. Therefore, I'm not giving you the wife life. Yeah. You know what I mean? I will give you the boyfriend life. And listen, until you upgrade.
What's the difference between a boyfriend life, and we got to get up out of here. What's the difference between the boyfriend life and the wife life? Or the husband life?
I was about to say boyfriend life and the wife life, 2 different things. No, it depends on you. Like, for instance, you're looking to take care of this particular person. You were taking care of him because that's your friend. That's totally different, right? But if that was somebody you were dating, it'd be one of those situations where, no, you can't.
There would have to be some reciprocity. But listen, let's date first. We're talking about marriage. Y'all.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was somebody
marriage might not be the goal for everybody.
I would not let you stay on my couch. I'm sorry, no shade. I wouldn't let you stay on my couch I mean, unless we were like really, really close and we've been in a relationship for a minute. But like 6 months in, something like that, honey, I'm gonna come over to your house and bring you some soup. I'm gonna bring you some soup. I'm gonna check on you. But no, I'm not gonna be, waiting on you hand and
Until
foot.
there's like until there's a commitment.
100%. Because like my man now, let him have the sniffles. Let him have the
Girl,
sniffles.
that man sneezed. You okay, Keegan? Like, shut up, girl.
I
please.
love him because I love his dirty drawers. I love his dirty drawers.
Girl, you be like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, calm down, lady.
And I get on this last and final, and I'm okay with it. Listen.
Yeah, clearly.
So, and in fact, actually, this week's ugly news is talking about how you love your spouse. I don't know what the top title is called, but it's loving your spouse, and I think it's just absolutely smurfily beautiful.
Well, when does ugly news drop, April?
On Fridays. Thank you for asking.
And so how can they see it? Because I just tried to search for it and I couldn't find it.
Damn it! Look with your eyes. That's what you do. Here.
Do you have? So my YouTube is at I am Constance Carter. Is your YouTube? Oh, at the April Sampe.
Well,
so
what did you put in?
I just searched for at the April Sampe. I just put in the YouTube. I just searched in YouTube for April Sampe and all this other shit came up, but not that page. Let me see.
Did it come up this time?
It did.
Look at God.
Yeah.
You look at God. Hallelujah.
I love it.
Holla back.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And she's not live, so all her stuff is pre-recorded and edited and produced and all that good stuff.
But I will because I have a few people that I'm going to be interviewing. I want to tell their story, some things that they done been through, and I already have 2 people that have reached out to me saying, "Can you please interview me?" I'm like, "Yes."
Can I be
on there? I don't even have that many views yet.
Can you interview me?
I would love to interview Constantine. I would love to interview you because I know your story, and I have so many things that I would like to ask because you done been through it. Been done it all.
Hey, so let me ask you this, and I got to get off because Tiara's texting me. I'm gonna ask you 2 things. So, I got back on a date now a couple months ago when it got cold. I was like, it's too cold to be outside. I would have been on the couch, but I want to meet some people. So let me get on a date nap, right? So I'm on a date nap, and so then I'll give them my Instagram. That's a lot. That's why I didn't put it up there. I'll give them my Instagram, but I won't even give them the I am Constance Carter Instagram. I give them the other Instagram that I only have like 1,200 friends on. Right. So I'll give them.
What's that one called?
It's called She Plays a Bit, but it's private. So you can't see anyway. It's like private. But after I give them the Instagram, 2 guys ghosted me. Like, we'll have a conversation. We'll be talking or whatever. We'll talk. And I'll be like, oh, what's your IG or whatever? And I'll give them the She Plays the Bass one. And then I don't hear from them again. What the fuck is that about?
Well, I can't answer that question, but can I say one thing about it?
What?
How did it make you feel when they ghosted you?
Didn't make me feel no way. It was an afterthought. Like, hey, I hadn't heard from that guy since I gave him my Instagram. It didn't make me feel one way or the other because I wasn't invested.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
April.
Constance was walking around with a cloud over her head, and it was raining, and she's like,
What happened once they saw my Instagram? The Instagram that other Instagram got 80,000 followers. I didn't give them that one. I got gave them the one with 1,200 followers. You gotta request to follow. That's just the little one. I was like, damn.
Ghosted her and they blocked her. And Constance cried for days.
That is not true. But I just want to know your opinion. And I got to get out here because I got to go to the other.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
But I want to know. Tell me. So somebody said I probably got too many pics. That's what the King of Bakerfield said.
I don't think that's it. I think that what they did was they got intimidated. Very simple.
I have 1,200 followers on it.
No, it has nothing to do with your 1,200 followers, because what everybody does is they will then go and actually Google the person, or they'll check the person like they knew your name. It's not like they didn't know your name.
Well, they didn't know my name until they got on my Insta. They probably Googled me. Oh, shit.
That's don't you do that? You Google. Everybody Googles people. If you don't, then start.
I didn't think about that. I was thinking they just looked on my page and then they
got intimidated. They were like, "Oh my God, it's the Constance Carter."
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, y'all, real quick before we go, get this book. I'll tell you all, make sure you get it before the holiday season. So you can put these are great stocking stuffers. These change the lives of so many people. Where's the other one? Where? Oh, right here. Also, if you want to stop being broke, this right here is life-changing. And also for the women in your life, have them join Net 7. So ladies, join Net 7. Men, that's a wonderful gift. Either one is going to definitely change your life. Also, for the guys out there, just want to put it out there really random. I have an album out called Ugly, Understand God Loves You. It is not a gospel album, but there's a song that's specifically for you. It's called Anthem. Everyone loves it. So I just want to let you all know that I actually do love a beautiful black man. I'm married one. So make sure you all follow Constance.
But he's not an FBA. You might lose points for that.
FBA?
A foundational Black American. These people don't like that you're not married to a FBA.
Sit down.
I gotta go.
He's a beautiful piece of black man candy, and I swear like I said, I love his dirty draws. Last thing, and I promise you, last thing, make sure that you all.
I got several text messages from Tierra. Go ahead.
Tell her, sit down. Create Your Living Trust. Y'all get that book, and also put your shit in the actual trust. Stop being stupid. I love you all. I'm not lying. Not this time. Be beautiful. Be blessed. Be as ugly as you can. Who call it good addiction? It turn me on when it run me like a ninja.